Richard Ticho for BaseballCardCollectors.com. We're at the Westchester County Center where there is a card convention going on, and there's nothing more exciting. It's like a little slice of heaven for us baseball card collectors. Baseball card conventions like this, it's just amazing, and we enjoy coming here. And we're going to go on the floor, we're going to meet some of the dealers, we're going to get some advice about collecting, and come on and join me.
The beauty of the show, of the convention, still is that you can come, see, touch, feel, interact with the dealers to buy the cards, to physically see what you're buying, to touch it, to look at it, to ask questions.
It's, in today's market, it's 100 times safer than it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago at the infancy of the internet. Today's market, the collector who buys over the internet has the ability to return the cards in almost every instance if they're not happy. Otherwise, for the most part, the auction house, like for example, like eBay, will not let their seller continue to sell on eBay. So you do see that there has been a trust built up, but for truly collecting the cards as a hobbyist, putting sets together, you want to see the card. You want to see it in person. You want to touch it, you want to smell it, you want to make sure that it's what you're looking for. There's nothing like coming to a card show and getting what you want, rather than making 20 buys on eBay and returning 15 of them.
Okay, large shows like this one, they give us a space or a marketplace to sell our cards. People can come, they can look, they can touch, they can use magnification devices to check corners, edges, surface. Those things you cannot do on eBay. That's the value of coming to a place like this.
As we've learned, there are many advantages when you come to a baseball card convention. Additional advantage is that you get professional ball players, former and current ball players coming in and signing autographs. Here in White Plains, we got Chris Chambliss and Ron Guidry, and people are lining up getting autographs. Many people getting bats signed and posters, things like that. Not too many baseball cards, but that's because the baseball cards on them by themselves have a certain amount of value, and you don't want to damage them by having autographs on them. A lot of baseball bats coming through.
Well, when they get you on the cards, you never take an actual sit-down picture of, on a card. What they generally do is if they're going to put your face on a card, they're just going to snap a shot of you somewhere doing something. And then they look at a bunch of shots that they took, and then they might take the best one that they feel will, go well with the card. Because I used to complain all the time, every time they always get you, you either coming off the field, you're soaking wet, you're breathing hard, you got no smile. And they're really not great pictures. I used to hate them when they would come out. But it was always fun, just looking at the different cards, because over the years, Fleer, Topps, a lot of people would make cards. And I had one of the most interesting things I ever got in the mail from a fan was UPS drove up at the house one day with this huge box. And what can be in this box, and I opened it, and the guy had saved and collected every card that came out while I was playing. And he kept, some, and he made that for me. I mean, it's as big as that, it's as wide as that door right here.
You are that many cards?
Well, yeah, there was, 4 or 5 every year. If you played 10 years, you got 40, 50 cards made. And then you have all kind of special cards that come out, with if you Cy Young, things like that. So every card that was made, he got, and he sent it, and it's like one of the best things that I have that's hanging up in my wall at my house.
I just wonder, are you familiar with this card, and do you have any memories from that
Yeah,
time?
4 of them. Yeah, there's four rookies, and we all played a good while in the major leagues, which was, pretty odd, because not all of us that get there play long, career. Maybe one guy will, but then another guy might have played a year. But all of us on this card actually went on to have some pretty good careers.
Right. Now, do you remember that posing for that photograph, or?
No, I don't remember posing for it.
Like for you to come here and meet the fans and to sign autographs?
Well, it's nice to be remembered that they come out and they still, because a lot of them come up and, I was 10 years old when you were pitching, I was 60 years old when you were pitching, but, they just remember because they're huge Yankee fans up here. And I don't come up here very often, so, it's nice to come out and meet some new friends that you had when you were pitching.
Yeah, now I'm doing true double check. They're still separated.
So you've been on your share of baseball cards.
Mm-hmm, I have.
Do you have any recollections about the photo sessions or that sort of thing, or will they just kind of drag you out?
Not really, because most of them are done like we'll be on the field or something before a game, and then they'll take a shot, and then they'll use that shot on the card. In the old days, Topps used to take those pictures, and the photographer would say, I'm Topps, and we'll take some shots. So they'd take us out in front of the home plate, in front of the dugout, and take a few shots. And they end up using them. Yeah, I mean, it was never really like in a studio or anything like that.
And they wouldn't consult with you, you like this shot or that shot? Or...
No, they never did that. But they did tell us that they were gonna, that they're Topps, and so you knew what they were gonna do with it.
And over the years, did you ever get into collecting cards or collecting your own cards?
Well, to tell you the truth, over the years, I haven't done it consciously, but I've got a lot of stuff. So, but when I was a kid, I probably had things like Mickey Mantle's card and stuff, because I used to have those cards, and I don't really have many more. But we used to put them on our bicycle spokes, and you know how we put them on there, and you let it. I can't believe we did that in those days, but I don't have those cards anymore.
You're not sure where they went.
I have no idea where they are. If I had them, they'd probably be worth something. But I've got a lot of cards of myself, of course, because they just accumulate. People send me cards, and I sign some of them. Some of them, a lot of people give me cards when they send the cards, so I keep them.
You've been signing, doing events for a while?
Long time, ever since the 70s.
What's the experience like?
Oh, these are fun. They've always been fun. The card shows are very relaxing for us. We come out and sign, and the fans give us a lot of different experiences. Actually, what we see is a lot of different kinds of memorabilia, different pictures, and it's fun. So we enjoy doing this.